Hello, and welcome, my blessed Love Vibes tribe. This is your full moon in Leo message. All right, we're going to go ahead and talk about these energies from a general standpoint. And let me just say this right off the bat, all of us, every being on this planet, is interconnected, interrelated, and integrated in some way, shape, form, or fashion, genetically, biologically, DNA wise, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, through time, space, and just simply because of how the divine creation created us, okay? So, regardless of your sign or your birth chart placements, quote unquote, are positioned. These energies of any full, new moon, or rotations within the cosmos can, is, and will always energetically, interchangeably connect in some way, shape, fashion, or form and have some type of precedence and or relevance in our lives directly and or indirectly. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about this a full moon in Leo, which is referred to in some um, indigenous cultures as the snow moon. Native American culture also refers to it sometimes as the eagle full moon. And there are other few names, nicknames, AKAs, also known as names that this particular moon is referred to as because it is the second full moon of the new year. Disclaimer, I am not an astrologist or an astrologer. I do not study the science of the cosmos, but I am here learning, growing, and evolving as we all should if we are here living, breathing, and existing with purpose. So, let's go ahead and dive into it, right? What I've gathered in my own personal learning and experiences from this particular full moon energy, right? A lot of us will either within, I can say projectably, say 3 to 7 days before the actual full date, depending on what region you are in on this planet, Earth, okay? Because the time zones are different. But the energies will start coming in and affecting us anywhere from 3 to 7 days prior. Within the US, it's going to come into its full peak energy on the 5th of February. I am currently recording this video on February the 4th. My sincerest apologies. Please forgive me for getting this out so close to that timeline. But divine time and divine order always has its purpose and significance. So regardless of when you come across this video, this is the divine time and appointment for you to gather and get and absorb and or observe the information thereof to help you on your blueprint and your path of evolution and expansion and elevation, your growth and development, even on an interpersonal level. All right. Some of us are really having an increased flow of clarity. We are fully clear on certain things that we may not have been clear on before this timeline. Okay? Good or bad, negative or positive, it doesn't matter. The energies, it's just the understanding and the seeing it for what it is, more importantly, all right? Some of us during this time will be experiencing drama. This could be drama, of course, clearly from outside sources and forces, but the root of the drama could potentially also, because this is a non judgmental zone, and in order to live this life and live it to the fullest, we need to be not only aware of our surroundings, our environment, the people around us, but we also need to be aware of ourselves. All right. So there could be some potential drama coming up, arising at some pinpointed time during these energies. Okay. And I also, let me add that even after 3 to 7 days after the moon has reached its peak, many of us will still be experiencing the energetic vibrations of this cosmic energy. And keep in mind that there are other planets doing their own things in certain places, because Aquarius, because we are in the season and the sign of Aquarius right now, the sun is direct, face on, head on with Aquarius. So that's a part of the air element. That's the mental capacity of ourselves as well. All right. So keep those things in mind too. What can you be experiencing? Heightened intuition. You could also be dealing with having to, like, certain fears that you have may really be prominent at this time. Some of you may be having dreams, premonitions, and or visions that are causing you to have to face certain fears. Now let's talk about how some of these fears can face you. Real life example, and I love to be transparent with my community, because if you're not able to relate from a personal place, you really can't relate. You can only speculate. So for me, one of the things that I've been gifted with from the divine is dreams. I am a dreamer, all right? And I can interpret dreams from time to time as spirit permits me to do. It's just not, yeah, I can just interpret every dream. I make A's on every dream interpretation. That's not the case, or I may have went too far. But you get me. You get me. Stay with me. Keep up. I had a dream once, and I was going through some things in a particular relationship dynamic with a person in particular. Now, it doesn't matter if that was a relationship situation with someone platonic and or romantic. Keep that in mind, because this can resonate regardless with any type of relationship: work, business, career, finances, people, places, ourselves, other people, whatever. But what I was challenged with at the time was stepping up in a certain position in my life to really communicate some things that I was very uncomfortable and uneasy with communicating to this particular person about certain things. And I just wanted to just say, forget it. I just not deal with it, not entertain, and or even engage moving forward, just because how uncomfortable it felt, right? But in this dream, excuse me, I didn't know what it was at first that I was looking at, but as I saw it, it was kind of frightening right away. But then when I was like, no, I'm protected, divinely protected, you know what I mean? Faith kicked in, right? That faith muscle that we need to work out on a regular, consistent basis was like, nah, you're gonna see what this is. It's like, no, I don't like to look into dark places. I don't like going behind dark doors and so forth, right? It was like a phobia. And it was like I was hyperventilating at some point in this dream. But then it's like my divine spiritual team and Holy Spirit was like, no, just keep looking at it and see it for what it is. It's like, okay. And so when you hear that from that space and place, that you know you're good either way, that will help to encourage, motivate, and inspire you to face that fear. So I just kept looking, and then as I was looking, I was like looking, and then I was bagging away so I can get a clear picture of what it is that I'm looking at, even though I'm still standing right there. But what it was that I was looking at initially was the eye of a dragon. I didn't know what it was, but it's like I was standing in the eyeball, in right directly in the front of the eyeball of a dragon. And it wasn't until I began to release the fear, look, standing right in front of the eyeball of the dragon, but as I released the fear, my conscious and subconscious mind was able to come into unison together for me to see, collect the data, see it for what it was, and was able to see this big dragon, the tail and all. I was just like, oh, okay, well, what is this? Why is this here? I've never had a dream with a dragon, right? And that same morning, because I dream at a certain time, and I got up and I did my prayer, my meditation, and my morning routine, and so forth. And I went to what we do, Google. All right, I Googled and I said, well, let me type in something in Google. And I'm like, why would I dream about a dragon that in that capacity, or why? So what I've learned about that was a thing that Spirit was saying it's time to face some fears. And those fears was based off the premise, and the catalyst of it was doing something that you need to take care of when it's right there in your face. Quit trying to avoid it, because even though you're in the midst of it, you're in the eye of it, there is more to it that you need to understand so that you can see better, be better, live better, and grow better. All right? So some of you may be having dreams. Pay attention to those dreams. And if you do not understand at that moment why you're having those dreams, when you come to life, when you wake up, record them, write them down, or do something to pretty much go right into some state and or form of meditation and or prayer, so that you can collect clarity as to why that dream came to you at that time. There's a reason. Okay? Some your desires for love, for money, for that job, a better position, a better life, more income, whatever it is, desires within themselves, regardless of what those desires or desire singular are, will be intensified during this time. Why? Because the energies of the moon itself, it is connected. All right. The theme of the moon is emotions. Period. All right, and it rules the zodiac sign Cancer, and the moon resonates, and it has a strong connection to our instincts, our subconscious, our emotions, our intuition, our childhood, inner personality, our intimate self, primal energy, receptivity, and cycles as well. All right. Some of you may have Leo as your moon sign. And if you do, the moon is in each sign of the zodiac for about 2 to 3 days each month. It travels through all the signs during the course of a month, by the way. All right. And your moon sign represents your internal personality and your in childhood. It shows your emotional response to situations and how you interact intimately with other people. And I would also like to add, even with yourself. Excuse me. Okay. Now, because it is in the sign of Leo, which is a fire element, and it is a fixed sign. All right. And the ruling planet for Leo is the sun. So you got double sun energy right here, if that makes sense. Why? Because we're in the season and the sign of Aquarius, and the sun is facing directly towards Aquarius. That's where the sun sign comes from when we're talking about the birth chart. This particular house that Leo is associated with, it is the fifth house. I'll share a little bit more about that shortly. The symbol is the lion, okay? The phrase is, oh, I will. The opposite sign of Leo is Aquarius. So anytime we're in a full moon energy in regards to a particular sign, it's in the opposite sign of whatever that current sun zodiac sign is in that time. If that makes sense, let me know. If it doesn't, we'll break it down later in another video. Okay, so when it comes to Leo, Leo is very creative, prideful, noble, generous, extravagant, egotistical, dramatic, powerful, opinionated, and romantic. Keep those things in mind. The sun is all about vitality, okay? And of course, we just spoken on that. It rules the sun sign, Leo. And this highlights our outward self, our identity, our personality, our social self, our vibrance, our ego, our willpower, our consciousness, life force, creativity, and individuality. Okay, and the sun itself travels through the 12 signs of the zodiac in 1 year, staying in each sign for about a month. All right, hence you get the 22nd to the 22nd ish or whatever of the next month when it comes to each zodiac sign. Your sun sign represents how others see you and how you see yourself in the world. This is your personality and sense of identity. It doesn't define you. Don't get it mixed up. It doesn't define who you are. It doesn't concrete who you're going to be from birth to death or in between. It just simply represents how others see you and how you see yourself in the world. This is your personality and sense of identity. And sense of identity. All right? Meaning that there is room and space for change, evolution, and growth and development. Now, let's talk a little bit about the fifth house. The fifth house is the house of creativity. So, a lot of you may be getting into this creativity stage where there are things you've been wanting to do and you're thinking about, like, okay, I need to go ahead and do it. Let's do it. Do it. Just go ahead and do it. This is a succeeding house. We'll talk a little bit about succeeding houses in a minute as well. All right. But it also talks about our sexuality, pleasure, life force, sexual expression, children, arts, entertainment, amusement, fun, creative energy, talents, affection, as well as instincts. The fifth house is where enjoyment, sexuality, and children reside. You may also find your creative talents and amusements here. Okay? And it's also interconnected with our sacral chakra, which is that space for the feminine energies. That's where our reproductive systems are, as well as the masculine energies as well. That's where our sensuality and sexuality and our creative ideas and juices flow, grow, or they can be blocked as well. Succeeding houses, okay, is the second house, the fifth house, excuse me, the eighth and the 11th houses, and they are fixed signs that house these succeeding houses. Some things that you need to know about succeeding houses is it deals with resourcefulness, dependability, deals with being stubborn, slow to change, patient, focus on stability and the future. Succeeding houses come after the angular ones, okay? These houses are secondary in order of importance, often showing supporting influences. A majority of these houses can show someone who is dependable, strives for stability, but conjunction, they may also be stubborn and resist change. So beware of necessary change that one may be resisting. All right. What are the fixed signs? The fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, as well as Aquarius. These fixed signs are very stable, stubborn, inflexible, solid, purposeful, self-restraint, diligent, determined, persistent, confident, conservative, and maintaining. These fixed signs can be counted on for their stability and seemingly unalterable attitudes. They like to endure and maintain rather than start anew or change. Being stubborn and conservative, they have difficulty adjusting to new circumstances. However, when you need someone to depend on, they are the one. Now, let's also talk about previous intentions that you may have set, whether they were at the last new moon or whatever, or last year for the New Year's. It doesn't matter when those new intentions were set. One of the things about the full moon energies, okay, is that it's a time to reflect, reevaluate, look at what has come into fruition, what has come into the fullness, all right, what has been fulfilled from previous goals and manifestations that you've been hoping for. Also, you see what works for you and what hasn't worked for you. So you say, okay, well, this didn't work, this worked like that, let's try to do something different. At that point, you can use these full moon energies to help to release those things that did not work and or did not serve you at some point, place, and space in time. All right, you want to also start refocusing and redirecting your energies, whether this is in relationship with a romantic partner, a platonic relationship, a work job, side gig, side hustle, with your children, with yourself, with your spiritual, your religious beliefs, whatever it is, or even your creativity, all right, or just the way that you choose to love and or be loved. It's time to start refocusing and redirecting those energies in a more conducive manner. All right, seeing what worked for you, what hasn't worked for you, slicing and dicing, looking at the equation, seeing what needs to be divided, added, multiplied, and or subtracted. There are a few questions you can also ask yourself during this time. Where am I supposed to be right now? What is it that's going to help me progress forward? What's the first step to do at this point to magnify my goals, my dreams, my ambitions? What is it that's blocking me, or who is blocking me from me moving and or going forward and expanding my life? A few colors that you can work with during this beautiful full moon energy, any full moon, but this particular full moon in Leo, because Leo is very passionate. You can work on your heart chakra, doing some heart chakra meditations, okay? That will be really good for you at this time. But some colors to also incorporate into your life, whether you're using crystals and or stones, or your clothes, or certain things at your desk, or changing your bed sheets, being very practical. We don't have to be overboard with anything. We can always be so simple and basic, because simplicity, you can find some of the most profound blessings and liberation in the simple things in life, okay? But the colors red, pink, purple, and green, okay? A few crystals and stones you can help to ground your energy, because for some you're going to have a strong urge and or desire, and not just you, but other people, that bids for your time, your affection, your attention, your presence, your love for a lifetime, not for temporary purposes. That you know that it's not a part of your divine purpose in life, okay? And you have to release them, and you've already released them, but some of those will resurface because they may not have an understanding of what you have an understanding on or about right now. So prepare yourself, brace yourself. Some of you may get some contacts, email, phone calls, text messages, pop-up visits from someone that's very passionate about you, someone that really loves and desires you in their lives, okay? In one way, shape, form, or fashion, and or another. But some crystals and stones that you can work with. Pink rose quartz works very well with the heart chakra. Clearing, cleansing, healing, revitalizing the heart space. This is one of the most common, one that is most popular, one that is easily accessible as well. There are a few others. You can use agate moss, aka green moss, to help stabilize and ground and balance your energies. You can use howlite. You can use a crystal quartz. You can also use, excuse me, for some of you, epidolite, okay, as well. But you can also Google different crystals and stones to help ground, soothe, calm your energies. To also other crystals and stones to help soothe, cleanse, clear, and strengthen the heart space. Amethyst is another as well. All right. So that's what I currently have to share with my loves at this point regarding this full moon. Um, at this time, let's get into your reading. Hello, my beautiful Virgos. Let's get into your messages in regards to this full moon in Leo energy. And this message is for anyone that has just simply even been divinely led and guided to click on this thumbnail and or the title of this message. There is a message and or messages here for you. If you are new here and this is your first time stopping by, hi, hello, welcome. Thank you for doing so. This is your blessed love vibes on this side of YouTube. If you would like to see more videos from this channel, all you have to do is simply click on that thumbs up, hit that like button, click on that subscribe, and hit the all bell notification so that you are notified anytime that I do upload a video and or go live. Please keep in mind, regardless of where your placement is in Virgo or where your Virgo placement is in your birth chart, we are all intertwined, interconnected, and interrelated through time, space, and the cosmos, either way. In some way, shape, form, or fashion. All right? So, for all my beautiful Virgos and those that are Virgos and that are not Virgos, should I say, but are Virgo-like, stay tuned. And to all my blessed love vibes tribe on this side, hey, hello, welcome. Thank y'all so much for continuously showing up, showing your girl love, respect, in your comments, your likes, your shares, and your support. And y'all already know I am going to continuously reciprocate that back to you. I am recording these videos currently on February the 4th, on Saturday, but I'm getting them out tonight because the full moon takes its peak on the 5th of February, which is tomorrow. So yes. But these energies are going to still be prevalent and relevant even 7 days after the 5th. Up to, rather, 7 days after the 5th. Just depends on everybody's timelines and their points of energetic connection, reaction, reciprocation, and all of that jazz. All right, Virgs, let's get into it. How y'all doing, by the way? How are y'all doing? I don't know how you're doing, but I hope, pray, and declare and decree and proclaim over your life that you're doing better than what you were a second ago, better than you were a minute ago, better than you were a month ago, most definitely better than where you were a year ago. And moving forward, we'll be able to reflect, reevaluate, and look at how far one has come, grown, and is currently glowing from a space of gratitude, thankfulness, and appreciation, which is all going to be centered, rooted, and grounded in the point of the highest vibration of all, love. All right, Virgs. Let's see what messages the Most High Divine One, Angel, Spirit, Guides, the Divine Universal Supreme Team has for you at this time surrounding this beautiful full moon energy in Leo. What messages do you have for my beautiful Virgos? I just heard something, Virgo, about don't get upset about or with a person. That's for somebody in particular. Don't get upset. Don't allow yourself to get upset. Don't know who that's for. Tap into primal power. Ooh, Virgs, 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 Virgs. Some of y'all are celibate. You're preserving your sexual energies. You've restricted them. You cut them off because you're like, hey, I'm trying to do something else. I'm trying to do something different. I'm trying to do something better. Baby, we're going to read this message from the book from y'all. But let me tell you, whoever is doing it, kudos to you. I applaud you. I salute you. Because what you're doing, that energy you're building and allowing yourself to tap into. Oh, and keep in mind, time and energies, they are both fluid. They fluctuate. These energies can be picking up on recent past, present, and or immediate future. But your current energies, Virgo, are fierce. And you in this full moon energy in Leo. Yeah, be careful not to fall back. Don't digress. Don't digress, progress. And if you find yourself almost in the energy of digressing, just say, hey, I digress, and catch yourself and move forward. All right? Woo, choreograph. Choreograph. Baby Virgos, y'all on a mission. Ooh, y'all intuition and things are being heightened. Honor the lineage. Honor the lineage. Ooh, Virg. Y'all powerful as whoop right now, Virgs. And let me just say, I'm a Virgo sun. Look, stretch and expand. Stretch. I feel like Spirit is calling you to a point to, hey, go above and beyond your own mental, physical, spiritual, emotional, sociable, and financial expectations and limitations. Just go forward. Just do it. Like it. Just do it. Stretch and expand. Ooh, verse. This is about to be real good. Real good. Real good. This is going to be a really good reading for you, Virgo. My God. Where's the book? Some of y'all got DNA related purposes to fulfill in this life. Some of you are experiencing major DNA changes, uploads, transformations that is about to reinvent, recreate, re-educate you on a whole nother level, Virgo. For some of you, within the next 3 to 7, for some 3 to 6 days, the last 3 to 6 years of your life is going to appear to be almost as a joke. It's like you're going to take it with a grain of salt. It's almost like, excuse me, what I'm picking up for some of you, something pertaining to you and your life within the last 3 to 6 years. I'm hearing it's going to seem trivial to what you are about to embark upon, what you are about to be able to embrace and elongate, elevate your whole new identity of a lifespan. I don't care if you're 20, baby. The next 20 years of your life is about to be a phenomenal experience. I don't know who this is for just yet, but I know it's for somebody or bodies. But your next 20 years of your life is about to be phenomenal. I'm picking up this energy of some of you are at this place. You're in a hyper. Let me pause. Take a pause for the cause. Because I want to channel this message correctly without going too fast and not going too slow. They're giving me this hypothetical situation where you, oh my God, and I'm pulsating. I'm feeling pulsating energy in my root chakra and in my sacral chakra area. I'm hearing fine tuning. Your divine universal supreme team is working with you, fine tuning what you think and deem to view, perceive as being something currently safe, secure, creative, fearful. They're calling you in a position and space. They need you to be vulnerable. Your vulnerability is of the essence at this time, Virgo. Your vulnerability is of the essence at this time. Your desires emerge once you completely and fully, wholly and solely and totally submit and surrender to any fears, disbeliefs, incorrect beliefs, traditional perceptions and adaptions and methodical whatever type things I just heard you're being reprogrammed, Virgo, from the inside out. Some of y'all are battling these messages, energies, and synchronicities. And the way to know, am I the one battling? Yeah, if you are dealing with some unforeseen, uncomfortable, unpredictable, wasn't prepared for, didn't see it coming type of consequences. Yes, that's you. This message is how I'm humming in on. It's for you right now. And it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I'm seeing spirit doing like this, like sending energy over your shoulders, like rubbing you, consoling you, comforting you, trying to ease you. It's okay. It's okay. I'm hearing merging, emergence, submergence, Margaret, Marjorie, Madre. That's a particular name in some type of culture. Marjorie. That's like a motherly energy, if I'm not mistaken. I need to Google that because they're showing me the word itself as well as stating it to me. So that's where I'm saying Madre, because it's like they're saying Madre. But they're saying it with a distinction. Madra, like it has a or something. Virgo. Something with it. Let me see. Let me Google that word. Be right back. Okay, Virgo, I'm back. And I'm just going to tell you what popped up on my Google when I typed in the word. So it means mother. The synonym is mother, a noun. Madre is a noun, plural. Madre. Synonym is ma. Okay, that's from Wiktionary. It's also a Spanish slang word that translates to a softer version of fuck. The word madre translates to mother, but madres can be used to express exclamation. Wait, I clicked on the link because it didn't have everything else. I had to click on it to see more. So let me just start when I click the link what it says. Mother, and the one I clicked on just now is the urbandictionary.com. If anyone, receipts, you want a receipt. I'm not fool-gazing or gaslighting you. I clicked on that. Mother, or everything that is important to a Mexican, you. Don't mess with a Mexican's mother because you're going to mess up. Or everything that is cool because we love our mothers. It can also be referred as one part of a person. Mi patri, la madre, I hurt myself. Mi val madre, I don't care about anything. Night madres, no way in hell. I don't know what this other stuff say. Chingua, tu madre, screw your mother. I'm not gonna read all this. It's kind of weird, crazy. If y'all want to see the rest of that, y'all just can Google that yourselves. But I'm gonna hit the back arrow. Madre, I'm gonna go to the Collins Dictionary. Okay, we're gonna go to the Collins Dictionary now, and it's madre in American English. It is a noun, and it also denotes mother here. Okay. Okay, we're gonna leave it right there with that, with the Google part. So, something about mother. Once again, as I was, chiming in on the energy, we have honor the lineage, tap into your primal power, choreograph energies as well coming through. Some of you, it comes through your mother's lineage. This is a specific message for some of my beautiful Virgos and those that are not Virgos, but you are Virgo-like. They're energies that comes through your mother. It's almost like I just saw like a glimpse, a quick flash of a torch being passed. So something is being passed down through you, through your lineage. It's something that you have to honor. I just want to go to the book with this. Like, this is, I think, my first time doing a actual reading for someone with this particular deck. So I just do still want to go to this book because I feel like there's something imperative here that is going to be conducive to someone's growth, development, on a personal level, mental, spiritual, physical, emotional, social, family, whatever it is. Okay, so the book, the deck, Cosmic Dancer. If anyone's interested in this oracle deck. When knowledge, wisdom, and experience are repeatedly passed down from one soul to another, they unite in a living stream of energy that transcends time and space. When we receive such energy from our ancestors, teachers, or predecessors, it's known in Sanskrit as Guru, Shishaya, Pramapara, and Unbroken Chain. Let me just say, y'all, like, I'm a Virgo sun, but I'm a Gemini moon rising. And on my dad's side, all of his siblings and my dad's mother, we all have a way of talking when we're communicating. And we're not monotone people. I'm not a monotone person. So my voice tones and pitches will just change and fluctuate, even just in conversation with people. Excuse me. So just keep that in mind. Like, if you hear my voice change, it's just what it's gonna be. Okay. But moving on. And sometimes like I said, I talk fast. I can't help it. I can't quote unquote control it, but I have learned to try to control it. When I pick up on how I have to slow myself down. I have to pause, be quiet myself, and take a couple of deep breaths in and out and slow down so that who's needing to hear me can really hear me. Okay. Whether I'm in person with someone or I am doing a video recorded message. All right. So if you hear me, just take a moment. Just let me have my moment. Let me get my moment. Anyways, it is time for you to access this sacred stream of energy by connecting with your lineage. Once you do this, Virgo, excuse me, you will realize that you have never actually been an I. You are a vital part of a powerful and transcendent we. Look deeply at the ways your predecessors may be able to support you with your inquiry. They want to do so and are merely awaiting your attention and request. For example, if you're asking about a partnership, perhaps the spirit of a deceased grandparent would like to help you harmonize your relationship patterns. Or if you're embarking on a new course of study, you might consider learning about the teachers of your teacher and even the teachers of those teachers and the countless generations of teachers who came before. Where did they live? To what customs and traditions did they adhere? What expressions of wisdom did they impart? Even if you were not raised by your birth family or are unclear about the origins of your discipline or practice, you can set the intention to connect with the vast body of wisdom and support that is a gift from the many helpful beings of the past that now dwell in the spirit realm. For some of you, this is tapping right into this. Tap into your primal power. Connect with them regularly by calling on them and trusting your intuition, or connect with them more formally through prayer, ritual, or meditation. You might make an altar to honor the wisdom of your lineage and tend to it regularly with things like candles, incense, and simple offerings of flowers and fruit, or things that you know that they liked when they were living. Little things, whatever it is, or big things. To connect with the helpful beings and body of wisdom that combine to form your unique lineage, sit comfortably rather in a chair with your feet flat and your spine straight. Close your eyes and with a gentle smile, bring your plans together in prayer. Pose your heart. Notice your breath and let it naturally begin to deepen. Then call on your ancestors or the teachers in your chosen discipline or art. Ask them to come and support you as you add your unique energy and experiences to the unbroken chain of wisdom and inspiration. Feel and sense them standing behind you and on both sides of you. Notice how their number is incomprehensibly vast. Come through, Spirit. Stretching off into the infinite past until it connects with the origin of all things, Spirit, divine source, and the cosmic dance itself. Consciously connecting to your lineage provides deep roots and grounded stability. This is imperative and very important for some of y'all right now. Let me read that last sentence again. Consciously, because we're under this full moon energy, right? In Leo, consciously connecting to your lineage provides deep roots and grounded stability. When you draw upon the ancient resource, you supercharge your soul purpose and divine life path. You have counsel to turn to and codes by which to live. Connecting to them will lend clarity, guidance, and direction. I love it. Let's go ahead and read this primal power as well. And then I'm going to tap into the choreograph message from this book as well for you, my beautiful Virgos. It appears we're on the tap into primal power, okay? It appears that your life or some area of your life has become stagnant, stuck, or overly predictable. To get things moving, you must let go of the need to control. Tap into your fiery passion, Leo energy, come through, Spirit, and enjoy the liberation that comes from expressing your wild and untamed nature. In this way, you will reconnect with your primal power, which is a source of unlimited creativity and fulfillment. Whether you can feel it or not, there is a burning need within you to bring forth something specific. Perhaps it's a career, a business, a creative endeavor, a conscious upgrade in any area a conscious upgrade in any life area, or another bold and positive new step. Humming off of those intuitive channel messages that I got for you when those cards came out, you will discover what this is or gain clarity on how to move forward. You learned about that clarity coming through in the introduction of talking about this full moon energy in Leo. When you reconnect with the raw force of your inner fire, it is no longer sustainable to tiptoe, play nice, or give away your power in any way. Own who you are. Stop apologizing for what you want and allow your words and deeds to flow from your deepest and most primal self right this very minute. You are an earthly manifestation of Saktik, the alive and dynamic force of creation. Invoke the force now. Let it guide you in taking risks, blazing through boundaries, and transcending everything that formerly seemed to hold you back. You will further benefit from honoring the force of physical desire in your body and heart. Desire is the holy and divine energy that creates worlds, magnetizes and catalyzes relationships, and allows you to birth beautiful new conditions into form. Release any shame and guilt around desire. And remember that physical pleasure is a sacred gift of the goddess to all her earthly children. Rekindle your untamed awareness of your physicality. Celebrate the pulse of nature as it courses through your veins. Feel Mother's Earth heartbeat as your own. Howl at the moon, dance naked in the wind, and move your body for the sake of how good it feels. Feel your unity with the rhythms and cycles of life, death, and rebirth. Stir the cauldron within you. Come into glorious communion with your instinctful self and rise into authentic action. To unleash this energy through movement, put on some music that inspires your wildness and that feels deep, potent, and earthly. Ideally, play it loudly. Stand with your bare feet on the floor, knees slightly bent. Feel your connection with the earth and consciously relax your root chakra, which is in your tailbone area. Begin powerfully rocking your pelvis back and forth in a twerking, quote unquote, movement. If it feels right, you can also move your hips in wide circles to awaken the life force energy at your belly. Feel fierce. Take up space. Let go of the need to look pretty or be polite and liberate yourself completely. That made me think about Drake's song, Be Nice for What? That may even resonate with some of y'all Virgos at this time. You might need to play that Drake song. Be nice for what? Or it may just be called nice. But anyway, the hook is be nice for what? I think I might play that too when I get off of here. Reunite with the primal power that is your birthright, Virgo. Channel that power toward living the life you want, manifesting all the desires of your heart while enjoying complete freedom of personal and creative expression. Ooh, Virgo, y'all in beast mode. What that boy Lil Wayne say? What's a goon to a goblin? Good grief. Next message I'm going to read from the book. Bring your full attention to the situation at hand and meticulously plan your every move. Make a map, set a course, and steer yourself in the direction of your desires, Virgo. You are a creative alchemist of divine destiny, and the time is right to build precise, solid structures that will amplify your talents, capabilities, and opportunities in this world. Honestly assess where your attention is going and how your energy is flowing. With endless patience and unconditional self approval, step back far enough to see the whole picture. As I talked about in the intro regarding this full moon energy, about, the full moons, regardless of what sign is in, quote unquote, blah, blah, blah. It's about facing things, being self-reflective. Spirit is, I don't think I may pull any more cards for you, Virgo, after I finish reading this last card, because I feel like Spirit is really bringing this all home and all together for those that need to hear it at this moment in time, okay? With endless patience and unconditional self-approval, step back far enough to see the whole picture. And if you don't know, if you skipped over, you need to go back to the intro. Okay? When I was talking about the dreams and the facing your fears, and I used a real life scenario that I experienced. Me being transparent, letting you know that this is real. No one is above another. No one is beneath another. We're all on the same level, regardless of where we are in different timelines and in space in this particular life. Okay? Is anything draining your vitality or distracting you from your values, objectives, or life path? If so, what is it? And how can you reduce its power in your life or release it altogether? Just as a tiny leak in your faucet can waste a large amount of water, a seemingly minor energy leak may be draining your power. Plan your days that you get enough rest while also devoting substantial time and energy to your goals. That's why I keep showing up. Even though y'all have noticed in the last few days, my readings, I normally post on certain days. For those who have joined this Blessed Love Vibes tribe, y'all know I try to post them on certain days, but I never speak on or have conveyed what days I will consistently post on, because I have learned that there's no control over certain things we have in life. But just be as consistent as you can, with ease and with grace and effortlessly, but with much effort and great purpose and intention set to make sure you are consistently on your own quote unquote timeline when you are operating in your vision, your plans, your dreams, and your goals for yourself. All right. Notice where you can rein in any unnecessary activity and where you can facilitate more flow and substantiability in your daily habits and tasks. Introduce good habits such as exercise and meditation and stick with them. Consistency. With discipline and direction, your ship will sail beautifully. You will also benefit by looking deeply at the materials that compromise your mental infrastructure. For instance, are you carrying any outworn, limiting or self-defeating beliefs or thoughts? Let go of anything that may be a faulty foundation for the structure of your life to be built upon. Attention to detail, that's my Virgos. Attention to detail, or those that are Virgo like that are not Virgos. Okay, you may, just be that person. Attention to detail and organization will allow you to dance through life with ease. Consider the way masculine and feminine dance partners complement each other. The more self assured direction the masculine partner provides, the more sparkle and flair the feminine is free to express. This is a microcosm of the cosmic dance itself. The divine masculine, Shiva, provides the formless structure, which the divine feminine, Shakti, Shakti feels. Let me show you how the words I'm trying to pronounce. Shiva, and then you have Shakti. I may not be pronouncing those correctly, but I'm trying. Feels with every sensory aspect of the manifest world. This position will help you align with the harmonizing and orchestrating energy of sacred geometry and the earth. Stand with your feet turned out as fully as possible while being comfortable and balanced. Your heels should be spaced about the length of one of your feet apart from each other. With your belly pulled in, bend your knees to create a diamond shape with your legs, keeping your feet flat on the floor. Lift your arms to shoulder height with your elbows bent at 90-degree angle, fingers together and straight, and palms facing down. Feel deeply connected to the earth as you embody the firm and stabilizing energy of a square. Solid dance choreography requires order, harmony, and focus. When you cultivate these values and bring solid choreography to the dance of your life, you will reap immense and immediate benefits, Virgo. Oh my God. I just want to see, what is it that you should be looking towards and looking for? What's coming from this when you do these things? What is coming towards and for my beautiful Virgos when they do these things? When they take this divinely guided advice, Spirit. Thank you. For some of you, Virgo, you about to, what's coming towards you? A better opportunity. You are about to experience something better than you ever have. What is this better opportunity? It's a golden opportunity. For some of you, this is something dealing with your health, where you are going to be blessed to be able to come into contact, have the money or something to get some type of healing or some type of natural or medical services, or alternative medical services and or treatments to help you with some type of health matter in your life. Come through, Spirit. What else for Virgo? Is there anything else here? I'm not going to stay here long because those 3 messages read from the book, I feel like was more than enough for my beautiful Virgos. Okay, Spirit is telling me to close this out. So I'm going to get you a takeaway message, Virgo. Takeaway message for Virgo, please, Spirit. Thank you. Most High Divine One. I'm so proud of y'all, Virgo. I just have to say that. I just felt a need to say that. I felt a surge of energy on the left side of my abdomen area, all right? From my lower to my upper abdomen area. I said right side, but my left side if I didn't say left side. But my left side if I said something else. Just felt a surge of energy from my lower left abdomen area to my upper. Some of you may be dealing with a health issue in that area of your abdomen, all right, in your stomach area or something. anywhere from your pelvic area to your upper near your rib cage area situation. I felt that sensation for a reason. Be honest with yourself, Virgo. Look into your heart and you will know the truth of this situation. It's safe to admit the truth to yourself, for we will support and guide you through any necessary changes. Lean upon us for courage and the strength to take good care of yourself. Focus only upon your true desires, and they'll come to you upon angels' wings. I love y'all, Virgo. Y'all know that, and y'all already know this too. Be sweet, be kind. Keep a good word in your heart at all times. And know that somebody else besides Jesus love you, baby. Bye.